Hey, Samantha.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
So, Ruth. Remember in high school, around senior year, people would get like super stressed about their grade point averages?
I mean, not everybody, but I see what you're saying, where you're going with this. Go on.
Yeah. I mean, of course, there's always going to be some slackers. But for the most part, around time when it was like, let's apply for college and this and that, people were like, oh, God, I got to get my GPAs up. Well, credit score is really, really similar to GPA in that a GPA will tell a college about how well you did in school. Same way, your credit score will tell a lender about how good you are with handling debt.
Okay, I like that analogy. So a credit score is basically a number between 300 and 850. So you can think about an 850 credit score like a 4.0 GPA.
Right, and most credit scores are created by a company called the Fair Isaacs Corporation.
Fancy.
Better known as FICO.
Okay.
And FICO has this super secret formula where they create the credit score based on a bunch of different factors. But fun fact, FICO is not the only credit score that exists. There's actually a bunch of companies that have different algorithms or different formulas that create credit scores. FICO is just the most commonly used one. So you might actually hear people use FICO when they actually mean credit score. Like they use it interchangeably. So a good example is like when you hear people call a tissue a Kleenex, right? The tissue is the actual thing and the Kleenex is just a brand, you know, but a lot of people don't know that.
Well, I might have been one of those people.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Okay, well, another fun fact, I didn't know that a Q-tip was a cotton swab. I just thought it was a Q-tip, but apparently...
A Q-tip is a Q-tip is a Q-tip is a Q-tip.
Your financial history may be pretty complicated, but credit bureaus are actually the companies that spend time collecting that information and organizing it. The three credit bureaus are Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. And don't worry if you have no idea what this means. We're going to have another in-depth video which will dive in and give you all the breakdown. But for now, just know that these are the people that collect the information and input it into this fancy formula that you so talk about to get your FICO score.
And there are 5 factors that go into creating your credit score. And these are your payment history, total amount owed, length of credit history, types of credit, and credit inquiries.
And don't worry, we're going to have a really in-depth video of how these factors affect you and what they mean. So for now, just know that credit scores are a really easy way for lenders to find out how creditworthy you are.
And I just want to emphasize one more thing, just one little thing, and that is that credit is not an indicator of your wealth at all. Like we said before, credit is all about borrowing money. So when you have a high credit score, all it's really saying is that you're trustworthy enough to be able to borrow money and pay it back on time. That's it.
And when asked, millionaires actually said that the best way to stay, that the way that they found they were successful at being wealthy was getting and staying completely out of debt. So we just want to emphasize, don't go out there and get a bunch of debt just to get a high credit score. Because not all debt is good debt, and too much debt could really lower your credit score.
Absolutely. And so there's a lot of complexities to this, but don't worry, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to have a bunch of other videos to help out with this. So if you haven't already, please be sure to visit generationwealthy.org and subscribe to our YouTube channels.
Bye.
Yeah.
And I just want to... And actually, all of that last sentence was a lie. a lie. Chai latte, please.